Hey guys, Gaz1 here, and first of all, I want to apologize that I haven't really been uploading as frequently. I have been quite busy with some real life stuff, but I think now most of that has been sorted. So this video obviously is my updated Cyber Dragon deck profile. It's one I've been wanting to put up for a while, since the ban list. However, I was trying to figure out what build I really like, whether I was going to go for a trap variant or a Dragoon variant. The Dragoon variant I had was quite consistent, however, I kind of just wanted to play Cyber Dragons as a go in second OTK deck, and something that can really out enemy Dragoons, or my opponent Dragoons anyway. So I feel that this list is perhaps one of the strongest ones out there. I just wanted to thank my friend who helped me with this list, whose list was also an inspiration for my own list. So I'll be talking more about that later because he does own a Discord. I think you should really join that if you're a Cyber Dragon enthusiast. Anyway, let's get into the deck profile. Starting off with 3 OG Cyber Dragons. I am playing the machine duplication build again. I know I said it was really bricky and quite upsetting when you draw multiple of machine duplications, but it's just such a good build, especially going second. So next up, of course, playing 3 core, your best normal summon of the deck, and 3 Cyber Dragon Hertz, and only 2 Naxters. In my Dragoon build, I was bumping this up to 3 because obviously you want to special summon 2 monsters consistently all the time to get a Predaplant Verte. So if that's something you want to see, the Dragoon build, leave a comment and I'll make a video on my Dragoon build. And of course playing the 1 for chain block-in. Next up, I'm playing 2 Kaijus now. Because of Dragoon, every deck can basically make Dragoons. You need a good way to out it, which is not destruction. Kaiju just clears it really as one less problem to deal with. And 2 Galaxy Soldiers. Also, obviously, for consistency, if you were playing a Dragoon build, I'd definitely play 3 of these. Next off into the hand traps. Best hand trap this format is Gamma, 100% hands down. Even when Called by the Grave was at 3, you couldn't really hit this. The only thing that could hit this would be Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. So if you're making your opponent Ash on turn 1 of their turn, that's pretty good. They're going to have 1 less negate against you as well. And of course you've got to have the 1 driver to supplement the Gammas. Next up, I am playing 3 Effect Veilers. It's a good light monster, being able to discard it off Galaxy Soldier. Also, it does stop opponents' Predaplant Verte Anaconda, so stopping them again from going into a Dragoon or any other problematic cards. Such a really good hand trap, very underrated. Speaking of underrated hand traps, I've got 2 Ghost Ogre, mainly for the same reason as Effect Veiler. You can discard it off Galaxy Soldier. I am kind of tempted to switch these out for 2 Ash Blossoms and Joyous Spring, but I can find, or I have scenarios where Ghost Ogre is very niche, so it's still a really good hand trap anyway. And I'm only playing 2 Infinite Impermanence as well because I already got 3 Effect Veilers. I don't really need to max out on the Imperms, I feel. Next up, going straight into the spells, I've got 3 Cyber Emergency, obviously your Rota for Cyber Dragon cards, and Machine Duplication, as it is the Machine Duplication build. Next up, I've got 2 Lightning Storms. This is quite an expensive card. I can understand not a lot of people will have the budget for this. You could replace this for the 3rd Infinite Impermanence, and maybe the 3rd Ghost Ogre or 3rd Ash Blossom, so it's something I might even consider cutting this card myself anyway. Finally, into the one-offs for the spells, I got 1 Overload Fusion, 1 Cyber Load Fusion, which is also searchable off-core, 1 Cyber Rev System, 1 Cyber Repair Plant, and the last trap being the Cybernetic Overflow. Okay, and with that main deck out the way, let's go into the extra deck next, I think. So starting off, I've got 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit closer, so you can see the extra deck a bit better. So yeah, 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity and 2 Novas. The reason I'm only running 1 Infinity and 2 Novas is for the Dogmatica matchup. So I'm kind of send off Nova to the graveyard off the first one, and then I'd have 2 dead Infinities, or at least 1 dead Infinity in my extra deck if 1 Nova gets sent, so I'd rather just play 2. You can also summon a Machine Fusion. We have quite a lot of Machine Fusion targets for the Nova if it gets sent to the graveyard or destroyed by opponent's card effects. Next up, our Contact Fusions being a Chimera Tech Mega Fleet and Fortress. Fortress being really good because of the 2 Jizukiri that we're playing in our main deck now. Also got the 1 Cyber Twin just for spice. This is one of the targets that we can summon off the Cyber Dragon Nova. And another one being, of course, Chimera Tech, going for quick OTKs. And another fusion target being Macabre. This is something we can actually make in Cyber Dragons. Well, not make, but bring out because of Cyber Dragon Nova. It's a great negator, being able to not only negate effects, obviously, but banish the cards as well. Super strong. I am playing one of the Cypherine Lord Omega, but this is something I may even take out for some extra spice. I could probably even put in that 2nd Infinity over the Omega. But there have been boards where I can make this because I've used Gamma in my turn and I can just synchro into this. Finally now for the links, I'm playing 1 Cyber Dragon Seeger, helps with the OTKs. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, just to get rid of any problematic spells or traps our opponent may have. 1 Verte Anaconda, just to facilitate the rampage much easier. And finally 1 Cypherine Lord Lander, just because obviously we are playing Gamma. If we're going first and we have a Gamma in hand, we can at least make it live with this. And finally 1 Salamangreat Almirage for our normal summoned core to send it to graveyard so we can actually use the repair plan. Finally, off into the side, this is where a lot of the spice is and where I drew a lot of inspiration from my friend and his Discord channel. More about that at the end of this video. So starting off with the Unbanned Harpy's Feather Duster. Secret way I want to point out. I would main this, but you can't really say that you're going to be up against a back row heavy deck or heavy opponent anyway. So I'd rather just side this in rather than have it in the main and be dead anyway. Next up, I got 3 Cosmic Cyclones, again ready for the back row hate, banishing spell and trap cards, especially like Unchained cards that actually want to be destroyed and sent to graveyard. This doesn't destroy those, just banishes them, which is really strong. 3 Evenly Match, again for the back row heavy decks and those massive builder board type decks. But yeah, you could play this over the Lightning Storm as well because you can activate multiple of these, whereas Lightning Storm you can only activate 1. But I kind of just wanted to play the Lightning Storms. I've got them, so may as well just play those. And it's also good for just like baiting out a negate from my opponent without having to sacrifice the battle phase, which I kind of just want to OTK through the battle phase. Anyway, next cards is 2 Dimensional Barrier. Now, Dimensional Barrier is a really good card on its own. It can stop your opponent from going into fusions, synchros, Xyz, or rituals or pendulums for the turn. So it's really good against the Megalith deck, but I don't think we'll be seeing much of that now because of Mananoth Block Dragon. Now, this is actually here because there's supposed to be another card here, Ice Dragon's Prison, which I've been testing online, and the card is ridiculously good. Super strong trap card. I'm definitely going to have to pick up 2 of those at least to replace this, but for now Dimensional Barrier is what I got in my own side. I've also got 2 Heavy Storm Dusters for those back row heavy decks. If you're having to guess, we are playing 2 Trap Tricks. In case we are made to go first against another go in second deck, we can kind of set up a lot of traps to hopefully hinder our opponent's plays. So, and speaking of traps, we've got the second Overflow and a red reboot to counter the trap decks like Altergeist and Subterra Guru. So that was my Cyber Dragon deck profile for the updated ban list. I hope you guys liked this list, and if you did, please remember to leave this video a like. Now I'll go more into the Discord channel that I mentioned. If you're looking for some way to discuss the Cyber Dragon archetype, including deck lists, different variants, or to show off your collection of Alti Sidras, then please feel free to join the Cyber Network Discord. This Discord is run by someone from my locals, who is not only much more competent with the deck, but someone who has helped me with this build, as well as given me advice to what products I should buy next when I was doing my sealed only challenge. He's a really helpful guy, and there's many more like him in a Discord that will help and talk to you about your builds. So please remember to join this Discord, there's a link to it in the description. From next week, I plan to release a deck profile every Wednesday and a larger project on Saturdays, like the Get Good At series. On screen, you can see different decks that I have ready to profile, so let me know in the comments which I should do next, and if I should do a Get Good At video for that deck too. Lastly, don't forget to leave this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 100 subscribers and would love to achieve this goal before the end of the year. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.